Hey, Niceness is Priceless members. I got to one more video for you. I'm going to set my watch for that 5 minute challenge that we've been doing. So, what I've been trying to get you to think about is the idea of let's work together. And work has become an acronym for wisdom. We're going to seek as much wisdom as we can in all the different areas that we are a part of. We are going to do what we're supposed to do, when we're supposed to, and how we're supposed to. That's the idea of O for obedience. And the latest video was about the letter R, which is for righteousness, having a high standard, having a high moral standard, and bringing that to everything that you do, whether you are an administrator, a teacher, a student, and then all the different supplemental roles that are a part of that. So if you're a part of a student organization, a club, if you're on a team, if you're in maybe fine arts or just anything that you're doing as a student teacher experience, making sure that you're bringing a high level of morality, a high level of character centered strengths to those areas. And today, the newest one is about the K. K is for kindness, and ultimately, that's what we're all about within Niceness is Priceless, is making sure that we are kind. Now, here's the thing: if you're really diving into all of these letters, the W, O, and R, and you're really becoming wise and you're really learning and you're really exceptional in all the different aspects that you're supposed to be in, and you're developing a reputation for being the person that we can trust because you're doing what you're supposed to when you're supposed to, and then you have a high set of standards for yourself and everyone around you, then if you're having success in all of those areas, then it would be very easy to have a little bit of arrogance because you're confident, you're doing the things you're supposed to. You could become a little bit arrogant and therefore have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. So the K word kind of brings it all together, and it's pursuing life, your relationships with other people, with a high level of kindness as you go throughout those experiences. So, as you think about the word kindness, be mindful of how you treat others. Whether you are right or wrong is less important than the relationships that you are building. And that's really what school is practicing, right? You're practicing the habits of how you work with other people, the relationships that you deal with, the relationships, if you're a student, the relationships that you have with your teachers, with administrators, with your coaches, and with your classmates, and with your peers, and with your teammates. There's all different layers of relationships, right? So be kind in that process because that's what you're really working on in all of those different areas. Um, Kindness includes the idea of empathy. Empathy is being able to experience life with other people, to be able to understand what someone else is going through, and to have a soft heart as you deal with people who are dealing with difficult things. So being gentle, being patient, being affectionate and loving. And I'm not talking relationship like boyfriend, girlfriend, that kind of situation. I'm talking about affectionate and loving, like when someone needs to be celebrated, you celebrate with them. If someone needs to have compassion shown upon them, then you are showing compassion with them. You are showing affection. Affection just lets that person know, hey, we are connected emotionally, and it's going to be appropriate from peer to peer, from teammate to teammate, from classmate to classmate, to teacher to student, teacher to adult, in all of those variations, right? So show affection to each other, obviously in an appropriate way. Now, there is such a huge focus on social emotional health right now for obvious reasons. We have layers upon layers upon layers of chaos. And in that chaos, we have difficulty on how we deal with each other, how we deal with those circumstances that we face. And we need help. We need to rely on each other. And there are lots of resources available on our campus. We know we have the Learning Lab. We know we have counselors. We have teachers who have access to all different resources and information. We are here to help each other out, to help each other live through the chaos that we are dealing with within our lives. And we know that there are services available. So, one thing I want you to think about with the idea of kindness, a lot of times, whenever we talk about kindness, it's always an internal to outward expression, how we can show kindness to someone else. But I want you to think about all the different times that you go throughout your day, and the friends that are living within your head are the ones who are the most dominant, and they're not always so kind. So, I want you to turn the tables a little bit, and I want you to think about, how do you treat yourself? Be kind to yourself as well. There are times that you do things that need acknowledged, right, within yourself. Hey, that was a good job. I really did that. I was nice to that person. I was giving. I was kind. I did all these things for other people. I worked really hard and I got the thing that I needed, whether that was in a classroom on an assignment or whether that was on an athletic field, whatever that is. But I want to really challenge you to think about not just be kind to other people. That's very important, and let's do that. But be kind to yourself and train yourself. Train yourself to acknowledge the positive things that you do in your life and continue to affirm those types of things and be kind to yourself. So there's your latest challenge. So we're going to work on all of these things as we work together to create the best culture on our campus. We're going to pursue wisdom. We're going to be obedient whenever we need to be obedient, which is always. We're going to have a high level of standards, righteousness. And in that process, with each other and with ourselves, we are going to be kind as we work together.